Okay, we're live.
Alrighty.
Hooray.
Okay, so with the preparation assignment, so on the first part one,
Uh-huh.
um, did you understand the rules of probability,
Yeah.
or is there any questions that you have about the rules of probability?
Well, the third one I think is basically just a mix of the two. So if you know the first two, then you're probably good, right?
Right. Yeah, you're just subtracting them.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I've got those. This one went really easy for me. Like I feel like I didn't have a whole lot of questions with this
Yeah, me neither.
stuff.
I mean, I didn't want to confuse myself because I thought, well, that's what it has. The rule, first rule is that it's between 0 to 1, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Hi, Tara.
uh-oh, you sound like a chipmunk.
Yeah, Tara, you sound funny.
I wish I could record this. And actually, it is recorded right now. I'm watching Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I know. That's funny. Is she coming back? Should we go on?
I don't know. Oh, there she is again. What's going on with the mic? You unplugged it and plugged it back in? That's weird. Nope, you're still a chipmunk. I mean, we can kind of hear you, but you just sound like a chipmunk. How come it was before, not now?
And we're live, Tara. Everyone can hear you like a chipmunk.
I think the funniest is when you laugh.
Poor Tara. If we can get through this class without any more technical difficulties, it will be a miracle.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Oh, she was having problems our last meeting.
Yeah, she couldn't even talk at all.
All right, David, what do you want to do?
I guess we could just keep going since hopefully she'll come in along the way.
Okay. Let's do that.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we basically understand the rules of probability.
Yeah.
Am I a chipmunk?
No!
Hey, there you go.
Good job!
You're not a chipmunk anymore.
Great, that's good. So you guys start?
We
Yeah,
just barely
we can
started.
We can hear you.
Okay.
You're going to have to watch that first part of the video because that was a good laugh.
It was so funny.
At least it wasn't a demon voice or something. Sometimes when I sound messed up, it's like this garbledy demon. I'd rather be a chipmunk.
I'm glad you got it figured out.
I just left it unplugged for a little while longer. Like last time I unplugged it and plugged it back in, but this time I left it out a little longer. And I guess that was magical. It worked.
I told David if we can get through the rest of this class without any technical difficulties, it's gonna be a miracle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's not even a miracle I'm counting on. So you guys opened your quiz already?
No, we were just going over the prep stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going over the 3 rules of probability.
Okay.
Did you have any questions on that?
Nope. I thought that made pretty good sense.
Okay.
I think the thing that hung me up the most was the terms. Like, it seems like there's a lot of terms that mean the same thing, but they just keep using them interchangeably.
Yeah.
And that was hard for me to follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was, it was a little bit confusing as far as what was the discrete random variable.
Yeah.
That's really complicated, but it's now that I read.
So is the discrete random variable, that's the term you use when you're figuring out probability? Because it's basically the same thing like we did last week, right?
Yeah, it seems like it's what we did last week, but with another step, I think. I don't know. And I don't understand why the formula works. Like, I just had to let go of the why and just say it does, so I'll just follow the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably just going to be good enough.
Okay. All right. Should we do the quiz then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's jump in.
All right.
It's scary, isn't it?
By the way, one of us is I guess all 3, it doesn't matter. As long as one of us does, we have to email the TA.
Oh, I did that this morning after I got her email.
Okay. So I guess she's going to try and join us probably most likely Thursday.
Okay.
The only problem I think she's going to have is I think her office hours are the same as our group meeting times.
Oh. Well, I could adjust. It doesn't have to be at this time for me. What
I
about you
think that was the only one, but I think sure if she has a problem, she'll let us know.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see.
Alrighty. Well, so the first problem under the group meeting for lesson 4 is this one with the chart. It says human blood can be classified into one of our basic types, O, A, B, and AB. The proportion of people in the population of the United States with each of these blood types is summarized in the following table. So it says O is 0.45, A is 0.40, B is 0.11, and AB is 0.04. And so it says it asks the blood types and the proportions given in the table above define a probability distribution.
So we'd need to add them up and see if they equaled 1.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Okay, I got one.
I got one.
So did I. Woohoo!
Perfect. So then it's true. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Number 4 is what is the probability that a randomly selected person in the United States has type O blood? Round to the 2 decimal places. Okay.
So isn't that what it's already telling us in the table? It's, yeah, right? It should be point.
Yeah.
0.45.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because there isn't like a number of people that they're testing. It doesn't say.
Uh-huh.
So
That's what it gave us. The proportion, that's the probability. Cool, I like this test so far.
okay, and what is the probability that a randomly selected person will not have type O blood?
Okay.
And do we just round or add up just A, B, and AB, or I guess 1 minus 0.45?
Yeah, I think that's it. 1 minus point.
Which would be A, B, and AB added together.
Right, same thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I got
Be
0.55.
Yep, 0.55.
0.55. Okay.
Sweet.
Alrighty. Carolyn Willis and her colleagues conducted a study in which dogs were trained to detect bladder cancer. The dogs were trained to lie down next to a specimen derived from a bladder cancer patient. Tangle, one of the dogs, demonstrates the identification of the specimen. 7 bowls containing urine were lined up in a random order. 6 of the samples were from patients who did not have bladder cancer. 1 of the samples came from a person identified as a bladder cancer patient. Answer the following questions. If the dogs guess at random, what is the probability that they will correctly identify the dish containing the specimen from the bladder cancer patient?
So there's, so it'd be 1 out of 7. So if we turn that into a fraction.
Is that 1 out of 7? Because there's 7 bowls.
Yeah, so it would be 1 out of 7.
Okay. Which is, and it's at a round, so it'd be 0.14.
So say just to 2 to 3. So 1, 4, 3.
Yeah, 143.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Nice.
Number 7, in a combined total of 54 trials, the dogs correctly identified the specimen from the cancer patient 22 times. It is very unlikely that the dog would do this well by random chance alone. Which of the following statements is most appropriate?
I think it's strong evidence. Isn't it? Well, do we have to find out exactly?
I'm not sure. We have to, I don't know if that has to do anything with like the p-value or anything like that.
Yeah, that stuff we were doing last week where it had to be
So,
above 0.54,
yeah,
was it?
Right.
and it's like 0.5.
Oh, so find that stuff. I really need a better. I need a binder. I've been just keeping papers loose, and that's not gonna cut the mustard.
I got a notebook, so I have it all together.
Okay.
So
We had to find standard deviation, right? And then if the standard deviation was less than, was the p-value was small, the evidence suggests there is a difference. Do we have to go to all that? It just seems like that's pretty cut and dry. It's not asking for us to show any work.
Yeah.
So I think we could go ahead and say it's strong evidence without figuring all that out.
but if you think about it, 22 times is less than half of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But compared to the probability of it being random,
I'm feeling like this is one of those that, like, the wording is throwing us off. And afterwards, we're going to be like, oh, yeah.
They're almost always like that, it seems.
Yes.
Afterwards, it's always easy to say, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's very unlikely that the dog would do this well by random chance alone.
Should we come back to it?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
See if there's stuff in the wording of these other problems that makes that one point us a little more firmly in one direction or the other.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, moving on then. M&Ms are small chocolate candies. The M&M's website previously indicated that in the U.S., the distribution of the colors in a bag of plain M&Ms is given in the following table. If you reach into a bag of plain M&Ms, what is the probability of drawing a red-colored candy? So I'm assuming all of these add up to 1.
Should we check it real quick?
Yes, let's.
Because they scratched out that green one.
Green, yeah, it adds up to 0.84.
Oh.
Well, is that correct?
Yeah, but the next question is green.
Oh. Okay.
So then, does that mean that green is 0.16?
Yeah.
Okay.
0.16 is what it was.
Yeah.
And so red is 0.13. And then it's not green. It's 1 minus 0.16.
Which that's the 0.84, right?
Yeah.
Right. So then, the probability of red. Wait, is it 0.13 or is it?
Yeah, just what it's listed as.
It seems a little too
I'm
easy.
feeling like this is too easy.
Yeah.
I know.
I hate that about math because sometimes it really is that easy and other times it's not.
Yeah.
I wish we knew when.
Are they wanting us to convert it to a fraction or a percentage?
Yeah,
Well,
it says around the 2 decimal places. And it makes sense.
Uh-huh. But just not putting like a percentage after it would make all of these wrong.
No, it's just decimal places. So then for the green one, it would be 0.16
Yeah.
for number 9.
Yep.
Right.
Then the probability of not being 16 or not being green, that's the 0.84.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, moving on. The ACT scores of students admitted to a medium-sized public university in the western U.S. were taken from kfix.com. These are the following statistics that were calculated. Number 11 says half of the observations are less than or equal to what number? Okay.
So we need to. Oh, okay. It's already figured out. The median was 24.
Half of the observations are less than or equal to.
So that's 24, right?
Because you would take the minimum and the first quartile. Is that how you figure it out, or do you just take?
I just think that's the
Or is
median.
it just the median?
Yeah, that should be just the median.
That should be. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
The median is at half.
Right.
That's true. Right. Median is half. You're right.
Right in the middle. Yeah. So it's less than or equal to 24. Okay. And then number 12 is based on the information on the table above, the top 25% of the students scored above what number? The top 25. Would that be the first?
That's the third quartile. That's the third. The first.
Oh, the third?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because the first quartile is that which one is that one?
So the first quartile is 25%, but it would be, so if it was the first, so, and that's 22, so 75% of the students scored higher than 22. The third quartile is 27, that's 75%, and so 25% scored above.
Okay. So then it would be 27.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, any questions so far?
Does that seem right to everybody else? I don't want to get that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which of the following statements is not one of the three rules of probability? So we know that a probability is a number between 0 and 1. That's the first rule.
Right.
The second rule is it's that the sum is equal to 1 of all
right.
the
That's the last one.
That's the last one. And then the third rule is that's it's the combination of the two.
Yeah, they stated it kind of funny here.
Yeah, the probability of an event that won't occur is 1 minus the probability that it will.
Yeah, so that's, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
That's it.
So then is the third one the one that's the answer?
Yeah, that it is not.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
weird and complicated. So.
That's back about the whole null hypothesis and all that value.
Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. I guess that's the number 7. I don't know.
Oh yeah, back to 7. I think it's okay. So we've got to decide. Everything has been so easy, so this must be straightforward too. Either that or we've got everything wrong. What's the probability?
Yeah.
Maybe we're just overthinking this one. You think?
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's just strong evidence that they can detect bladder cancer. Because the difference between, I mean, a 0.143 chance is pretty low.
Okay.
I think it's strong evidence. I'm willing to go with it.
All right. Trust in your gut.
Okay. I'll trust in it too. I'll press submit first. I'll volunteer as tribute. Let's see.
What is it like this?
So you guys can all press submit now. Oh wow, that was easy. That's weird.
Did we dig? It was good?
Yep, that's good.
Yes, we're good.
Wow.
Good news. Gosh, that homework was such a bugger. I can't believe this was so easy. I just the homework was agony. I spent like 4 hours trying to figure all that junk out.
Well, I was thinking it was so much easier this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is easy compared to last time.
It was compared to last time. Last time was
Yeah.
death.
I agree.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, great.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Even starting that late, we got done in an hour.
Yeah, we got done at 1.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yay!
That is a miracle.
All right. So, are we going to try this link again on Thursday?
Yeah.
Just use the same link.
Yes. It said it's like a permanent link. You can bookmark it and come back to it.
The only thing I wonder about though is the recording. If we'll be able to start the recording again.
No, that's true.
That's where I've run into problems before.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll do a new one.
Okay.
Hopefully you can come back as a regular voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll be a different voice every time, and that's what will keep y'all coming back. Maybe next time I'll be Squidward.
Come back as Darth Vader or something.
Darth Vader, yeah. Jar Jar Binks the next time. It's all. You'll never know.
Minion voices.
Minion voices, yes. That'll be great. So next week at 1. I mean, not next week. On Thursday at 1.
Yeah.
Unless we have to change it for the tutor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does 1 o'clock work?
Yep, 1 o'clock worked for me.
Yep.
Okay. It should work for me too. So, I'll do a link for the meeting.
Okay.
And get it to you.
Fantastic.
All right,
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.